What's going on, guys? This is Raph from Between Two Forks. So this week's video is a little different than the rest of my videos on the channel because for 2020 we are going to take a completely different direction with the channel. Okay, because Between Two Forks started off as a food blog where, I share all my passion for food and things like that. And once I started the YouTube channel, it just completely derailed and took just a hard right detour where I started reviewing a lot of kitchen gear. I have all my knives and skillets and things like that. I'm not saying that we're going to completely stop doing that because I still love doing that. But Between Two Forks started off as a food blog where I shared, food recipes and slice of life and all the crazy that happens in my life. And that's where I want to take it back to. We're taking it back to the origins, and we're going to be doing a lot more food recipe videos. So if there are any kind of recipes that you would like to see, please definitely comment down below to let me know what you guys wanted to see on the channel. And another thing I really wanted to address is me being stiff in front of the camera. The reason I'm really stiff in front of the camera, to be honest with you guys, is because I curse so much in real life. I curse like a fucking sailor. No doubt about it. I was raised that way. My parents will beg to differ that I wasn't raised this way. But yes, I curse a lot behind cameras. And because of all the FTC rules and the YouTube and all that bullshit, that I have to watch everything that I say because I'm afraid that I'm going to get my channel banned, I'm going to get my channel taken offline or whatever that is, okay? But this is me. This is me cursing on a normal basis. So if you have baby ears, plug that shit up or go to a different channel. That's how it's going to be. And maybe there are going to be some more creative editing to maybe bleep out some of it just to not make it overly piratey. But yes, that is going to be how it's going to be from this point on, because I'm tired of trying to watch what everything that I'm saying in front of the camera. So I want to just be myself in front of the camera for you guys. So there's that piece of it, why I am so stiff in front of the camera. And the next thing that I want to talk about is I almost forgot. So with the food recipe stuff, okay, there's going to be a brand new and permanent segment on the channel where I am going to be cooking and discovering and rediscovering my roots. The reason this came up, I don't want to announce the title yet, but the reason that this came up, to give you a little bit of backstory, is because several generations back, I'm an immigrant from Hong Kong to the United States, okay? So several generations back, my family actually moved out of Hong Kong into Australia, and then during that time they got a lot more westernized, and then they moved back to Hong Kong, and then now back to my generation, we moved to the States and became even more westernized, all right? And with that, I feel like I'm very disconnected with the Chinese culture, and the new segment is going to be me learning how to cook Chinese food from a blank slate, starting from scratch. Because especially now that I am a dad, I want to be able to pass on these traditions to my son. Because I don't know, I don't know if that's important to you guys, but it's really important to me to pass on traditions to my son. Because I feel like I don't have much traditions, to be honest with you guys. Seeing a lot of different immigrant families, I feel like I don't have much of that. So I wanted to get in touch with my culture. I want to get in touch with my roots. So that's going to be the segment. Yep, there's that. Now jumping back to the other point, check out the set, guys. I finally took down those floating shelves. All right, those floating shelves have been there for several years, collecting dust, collecting junk. And I'm so tired of it. I finally ripped it off and just went pegboard crazy. It's a lot more useful for this space, a lot more linear footage that I can use, and you guys can see all of my knife madness that I have displayed here. And yeah, I hope you guys like the new set, and I hope you guys like where the channel is going to be moving towards, and I hope you like my cussing. See you next week. Bye. Actually, before I go, I almost forgot to say thank you guys so much for all the feedback you guys have given me. You know, because if it wasn't for your feedback, I wouldn't know how, how stiff I was in front of the camera, and I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate all of my subscribers. I feel like the channel's finally picking up a little bit of traction, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm thankful for you guys for supporting me. And to all the companies that I worked with for in 2019, since this feels kind of like a 2019 wrap-up video where we're going into 2020, which is just here in a few weeks. Thank you guys for working with me. You know, I really appreciate the opportunity that you guys have given me, the partnerships, and all the collaborations. I really, really am thankful for you guys working with me. And with all that said, happy holidays. See you next week.